I've been shooting these videos for 80 plus days. And the act of showing up was one of the things I wanted to get from it. To stand up and be counted, if you like, but for me. But in the last week or so, I felt something was off. Something wasn't right. And as a result of that, I've sort of kind of lost my way a bit. And then I realised something. I'd sort of started doing videos for video's sake. I'd lost my message. I'd lost me in them a little bit. Now, it's not, I wasn't lying as in, I wasn't telling the truth. I just wasn't being honest with myself. It wasn't anything I didn't believe in. But there was something amiss and I wasn't feeling where I should be. And I realised a story that's been perpetuating for the last 3-4 years is still there. This feeling of not enoughness. And I'm working in this circle, constantly justifying why that's the case. Now, if I step back consciously, that's not true. If it was true, then I wouldn't have helped hundreds and hundreds of people get their health and their life back on track. I wouldn't have wrote for a national magazine for the last 3.5 years. I wouldn't have been featured in it. I wouldn't have been in front of people teaching and helping people and people approaching me. And yet, I knew all this stuff and all the videos and all the things I've been talking about in the videos, I believe, but I was not relating it to myself. I wasn't reaching in deep enough, I guess, down the spiral to see why it is. When I was talking to a good friend of mine today, because he is not me and I'm not, he's not in my shit, once you get in your own shit, it's very hard to think you're just in that spiral. He made me realise that I was still in a place where I didn't want to be. I was still believing I wasn't enough. I was always focused on this point. And I always say that whatever you focus on, you get more of. And it's true. And I realised why I didn't feel like I wasn't enough is because I didn't love myself. Now that sounds really woo-woo, but it's true. And it's kind of a hard thing to admit. Because if I can't love me, I can't love anything or anyone else. And I don't like that feeling. And here's the thing. Everything comes from a thought. And there's only 2 thoughts. Love, fear. And every thought comes down from love and fear. Said it before, happiness, excitement, fun, laughter from love. Hate, anger, depression, misery from fear. And this spiral, this not enoughness is coming not from love, obviously, because if I'm not loving myself, I must be hating myself. And I don't hate myself, but I'm not happy with myself at all. And that's okay, because I was woken up today. I was brought back to my consciousness. I wasn't working on my subconscious, not enoughness, just playing the story and just buying into it. I was woken up today by my friend, who was a great coach as well, by the way. And I realised that I have to wake up from this. Stop looking at this and start looking this way. And start realising that the only way to prove to myself that I am enough and to appreciate all that I am, I have to act out the thoughts. So I have the thought, word, deed, think, say, do. But do it for myself. And once you think of the thought, you talk about it, then you act, then you get the experience, and that's the key. When you experience something that you love and appreciate, you realise that you are enough. And you stop trying to be more than you are, or trying to be somebody else, and then you simply become all that you are, and everything that you enjoy and love in the world. And that reminder was, well, a wake-up call, because it was. And so now I've realised that if I'm not feeling it, or I'm not loving me, then I've got to change my thought. And I've got to realise and consciously realise that. And that's what I haven't been doing enough. I haven't woke up enough. I haven't been switched on. I haven't been online. And I keep getting pulled into this old story, this bullshit from over here. Because consciously I know I'm enough. I'm just going to start depositing the love for myself in this bank. And it's something I believe a lot of people go through. More than people care to believe. More than people care to admit. So this video is for me. But it's also for everyone else who feels this way, who's scared to step forwards in case they're judged. Because there is no judgment. Only judgment comes from any judgment that other people seem to make is always judging themselves. Same with you. If you judge anything or anyone, it's always coming from something inside you, and I know this. So going forwards, the videos I'll be doing, they'll be real, they'll be raw, and I'll be consciously being aware of where I am, making sure there's no drama, and stripping everything back so I can focus this way. If I'm having a thought here, it's not enoughness. I'm just going to turn there and say, okay, you can talk all I want, just yabber away, but this is where my focus is now. Everything for me. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video tomorrow. Cheers.